Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Dave, aka the Costume Kid, and today we're going to be making Black Panther's mask. So, if you were not aware, last episode I made Black Panther's suit over here. By the way, thanks for the overwhelmingly positive support on this video. I think the costume turned out pretty good. Go check that video out. But as promised, this episode we're going to be tackling Black Panther's awesome looking mask. So of course, as usual, we're going to be making this helmet out of foam. I have some nice 5mm black craft foam here. It's thicker than my typical craft foam, but it's a lot thinner than the EVA floor mat foam, so I feel it'll be nice for this particular helmet. Now, when it comes to making patterns for this helmet, I am not making the patterns. I have something special here on this episode, and that is I actually got the patterns from another YouTuber, Zingprod. If you have not heard of his awesome foam helmets work, go check it out. Link in the description, link right over here somewhere. Very, very awesome channel. I'm definitely subscribed, and go check it out. But he made an awesome Black Panther helmet, and his patterns are probably one of the most impressive things about his helmets. My patterns are typically just cut up pieces of duct tape and aluminum foil. His are actually modeled in the computer and done really well. So I decided I'm just going to make my helmet off of these because if I made my own patterns, they'd end up looking just the same or worse. So I mean, why not go with the better option? So I'm going to get started here cutting up these patterns and then we'll get to work building this helmet. So I took my 4 pieces of paper, printed out, and then I connected them together to make a poster type of paper, and then I just cut out all the templates. I mean, not much more description I can get on that. If you don't know how to cut, then you should probably learn. You know, you use some scissors, you follow the line. Yeah, I guess that's it for this voiceover. Alright, now that I got these patterns done and cut out, we're ready to pin them down onto, like I said before, some 5mm craft foam. I picked this up at Michael's. It's a lot of small sheets, but it should be enough to make our full helmet. I took all my pattern sheets and pinned them down onto the foam, and some of them were a little bit big. I had to use a couple pieces of foam, but I just traced them out. Once again, it's as simple as that, and I don't know what else to say, yeah. Keep in mind that some of these pieces are for one side of the helmet, so you will need to flip them to get both sides. And once all the pieces were traced out, I moved directly into cutting all these foam pieces out. So once again, pretty self-explanatory, just cut all the pieces out. Alright, now that I've got all my pieces cut out here, I am ready to glue them together, and I'm going to be doing that as usual with some barge contact cement. The way this specific glue works is you actually spread it on both pieces and then wait a few minutes for it to almost fully dry. It just gets a little tacky, then you can stick them together and they attach on contact. Make sure you go check out Zingprod's video on how he put this together, because his video is more specific. It shows you some specific types of cuts you should use, some specific ways to glue them together that gives you the best final look. Mine's just kind of a general overview. I don't want to steal his content. After this was all put together, I gave it a quick pass with a heat gun. You could probably use a hairdryer just to kind of soften the foam and return it to a nice looking shape. I also did some finish sanding just to bring it up to a really good final look. Alright, now that this thing is all finished up and looking really cool, we are ready to paint it with some black Plasti Dip. Now, if you didn't draw any Sharpie lines or have glue seams or anything, you might not need to paint it. But this will also provide a protective coating over it that we can paint on the silver stuff with it, and I think it'll look nice. After I had a base coat of black, I came in to do some of the final details, and starting with the engraving, the way I did this similarly to on the Black Panther suit is I used a small little knife and I just barely scored in the lines that I see in the picture, and then I came back over it with a heat gun to open it up and shrink the foam a little bit, and then it just really makes it looking cool. This is the final product. Alright, those engraved details are looking really cool, but the next step on this helmet, which I think will really make it pop, is with the silver details. And those I'm just going to be hand painting on with some classic acrylic paint, just easy silver stuff here, guys. So I just took my time here trying to hand paint the lines as best as possible. I'm not the best painter, but I tried to make them as symmetrical as possible. Didn't end up totally symmetrical, but I mean, that's my own fault. And while looking at the picture, these silver lines just really make the helmet pop, and they're definitely what gives it that iconic look. Alright, this helmet is almost finished up now, and with the combination of engraved details and the silver painted lines, this thing just screams Black Panther now, and I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I took a piece of see-through fabric, painted it silver, I could still mostly see through it, and then just glued it under the eyes. Alright, this is the completed mask now, guys. My voice may sound a little bit weirdly muffled, and I can still see fairly well. I can make out what's happening, but I'm just very happy with how this turned out, and I'm ready to suit up. Alright, this is the completed cosplay. Thank you so much for watching these two videos on how to make both the suit and the mask. I'm very happy with how this whole thing turned out. Make sure you like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe right here for future costume videos like this. Also, subscribe to Jing Prod, who makes awesome foam masks with cool patterns so you can make your own. What else? If you have any questions on this build, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And I guess that's it. I'll see you back here next video. Alright, montage time!